Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 7, Episode 56. I'm JC Proton, and we're picking up at the end of turn 199. We are playing Horatio, standard faction of them, on Endless Difficulty. And we're about to click over to the next turn. There's just a couple things I wanted to point out and do. Interestingly, this Lumeris population, you see this one is food. This one is population includes a pilgrim, a Horatio, a Lumeris, and a Craver. There's a Craver in this fleet. I don't know if this is going to go to Cran, or if this is headed maybe down here to Zakor. Not sure. Just a thing that was noteworthy to me. I was like, oh, really? We have this ship over here. He's about to upgrade and do his vision radius boost. Here we go. So we'll see how far out it goes here. All the way to here. So he goes from here to like about here, right? Like whatever that distance is this way. So close to Perseus probably includes Micra. So anyway, that was a thing. Let's see, he's done. I moved populations around just to make sure that they weren't capped out anywhere. I went ahead and did this. Searcher of Wisdom we discussed last video. So Searcher of Wisdom, sometimes you get a thing that's +5 dust per science building you have, which I consider to be kind of lame at that stage of the game, right? Getting an extra 100 dust or 200 dust is not really meaningful, right? The one that's cool is it's -50% terraforming costs on planets. That is a cool one. You don't get it as often, but when that pops up, that's pretty cool, because I mean, I basically terraform everything I can. I went ahead and queued cosmetic genetics all over the place. So those are in the build queues. And we'll see how this plays out in the next election, which is going to be after turn 200. So let's go ahead and advance the turn to turn 200. Let's see what these guy over here is doing. Got to keep my eye on this guy, man. Got to keep my eye on these Cravers. They are not to be trusted. Far from it. Okay, so we're at 2935. Cravers at 2983. So we're like, yeah, around about 50 points away from tying the Cravers. So we'll advance the turn, see how things go, see how things move. I'm going to try to get through that turn kind of quick. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to show, forgot to do it, was to show the the research increases. You can see does it have it listed? It doesn't list Super Biofuel Factory, does it? But you can see how it went from like 3,000 something to, or whatever. I guess it was 4,000. Was it 2,000? I don't know. That's what I meant to look at. Was to compare before and after. We'll see it when we build. When we get more population slots open up, and all of a sudden the industry will drop big time. That's why I was thinking that maybe the Cravers had completed the Super Biofuel Factory research, because I figured they were. I figured that was the reason why their production was fluctuating, but I don't know what that was about. I never figured it out. Hey, what's going on here? Man, United Empire cannot catch a break right now. Are you going to do that fight? 7,700? He did that fight. They threw down. The Annihilators are looking pretty good. They took a teeny bit of damage. They put a dent in the fleet, but that was about it. That's... Okay, we'll see. His back is against the wall, man. So the Cravers have 38 systems. The Riftborn have 31. The Lumeris, the Sophons, and us, we Horatio, all have around 20, 21 systems. And then you've got the Vignani with 8 systems. What's this? 4 systems for the Unfallen. So yeah, they're in trouble. Let's see what we got going.
We know not what game you play.
Okay, no alliance.
It is with great pleasure.
Okay, not interested in those. Cooperative quest started. Build the academy. Encourage growth and progress of minor civilizations. Are there any left? In 40 turns, ensure the population... Oh, the population from minor civilizations reaches 424. Okay, so grow minor populations in our empire, and you get some dust, some titanium, and influence. Okay, not really very meaningful. I mean, the titanium is not nothing, but at this point, 75. Let's see, I would earn that in 2, 4, 6 turns. I get 75 titanium in 6 turns passively, so not super motivational. So another thing I'll sometimes do, well, sometimes I'll put an icon in the names to indicate if they've got a super biofuel factory completed. That way I know when I'm looking at the population screen if I want to allow them to stay capped out at population or if I want to move them around. But this guy... I'll go ahead and do that Senate ability. And he can do one too. I'll have to look and see which one of those I would want as my senator. Power of the Academy has reached level 8. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was going to point out. There's a hero in here. It's almost within my price range, and it's a level 6 hero. Not a great hero, mind you. I would probably use this as a fleet commander. There's extra damage on fleet, hull plating, absorption on fleet, health on fleet, increased vision range on fleet and minus upkeep cost. Probes recover faster, hull plating absorption on fleet and health on fleet. I think that was about it. Yeah. So not an amazing hero, but a hero that I would probably use as an admiral. So if it's still available, Scales Galena, might pick that one up as a hero just because I'm going to be going on offense here pretty soon. Super biofuel, level 4 modernization. Kind of want to just get through the election, man. Kind of want to just skip ahead, you know? That's how I feel. So these systems where we completed the super biofuel factory, you see that the production is huge. The industrial production is just really strong. AN 5,000, right? Like, it's going to be building all the stuff in the queue pretty fast. AO. AO. 5,400. Excuse me. So I'm kind of tempted to do stuff like this. Excuse me. I'm tempted to move that increased population down just so I can blow through all this other stuff first. But I think I'm going to not do that. I'm just going to go ahead and get the population, and then as soon as it's maxed out, it's maxed out, man. So AP, got this one completed. Get to that stuff when I get to it, man. I'm inclined to basically just let all this ride for a turn. I'll quickly check through just to see if I've got minor populations that need to be moved because they've arrived, like specifically Sowers. There's one sower, two Sowers here at AM. Send one over to AB. Okay, anyone who's maxed out. See, this guy doesn't have biofuel factory, so we're going to send him to Duce. Two populations. Okay, he's not done for 2 turns. Lyra. Send to Duce maybe this time instead. Five turns? Two turns. AI has lots of room. This guy's maxed out. The population are arriving. Okay, send all that to Duce. AL. Send to Duce. Setting the Goja, that's good. I think that's where we started off, right? Yeah, it has super biofuel. Okay, so I think that's where we started off, running through these. CO, have it. Yep. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave it there, man. Let's rock through the fleets, and then we'll do the election. I feel like he's just gonna hang out. He's hanging out. He's chilling. I really have a lot of these scouts. I really have a lot. Alright, he's still keeping his stuff there. Okay. So they come from here going over here. Alright. Yeah, he's straight up bringing carrier ships loaded with fighters and bombers. Interesting that there are more fighter squadrons than bomber squadrons on there. 8 fighter squadrons and 4 bomber squadrons. Alright, it's turn 200. We're going to do the election. We'll see. Looks like the pacifists have a small lead over the militarists, but we'll see how the election goes. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to give the ecologists my support. Very strong boost. I think my boost from the Endless Research Park is just about over. I think that's going to end soon. I have to go back and see when I did it. I think it was around turn 200 it was going to end, though. So that's the thing. Okay, reinforce very strong boost to selected political party. Spend 3,000 influence, which is no problem. I have 21,000. So we'll see who's going to win between the pacifists and the militarists for second place. Militarists have a little bit of a lead here. It's close, though. It could come down to the swing voters, right? And the other parties, wherever they throw their support, will probably make the decision. So the swing voters and these in the religious, science, and industrial party will probably make the difference in who wins. It looks right now like the militarists got second place. Let's see. Yep, they sure did. They sure did. So now they are functional. Have lower fleet costs as an option. Reduced ship production cost. Okay. So that's a big swing, right? From being pacifist to militarist. Polar opposites. Just gonna give the game a minute to think. recalculate all its stuff that it's doing. Oh, there we go. There's specific conversion on Sowers. 50% and another 50%. Wow, 50% per turn. Perfect. That'll be great. I'll be glad to have it over. Here's my concern, is looking at this.
We are coming.
How fast this is progressing. They're going to make a demand really soon. Maybe next turn or the turn after. So I'll be glad for that system to be gone so I don't have this pressure trend. So hopefully he will get it. Oh, there it is. Sowers has been captured. There it is. Boom. Well, that's going to be the thumbnail right there. That's going to be the thumbnail. You know, Iron Fang has captured Sowers with its influence. It received the colonized planets, the improvements, and the population of your system. Okay. That's cool. That worked out great. Okay, cool. Let's see if that made any difference on the influence pressure trend. Not yet. We'll see. We'll see how it updates next turn. It may change. It may recalculate.
We know not what game you play, but we have a...
Okay. I'll take a look at all that stuff off camera. There's these dinging levels right and left, man. I'll figure that out off camera. Probably this one, I think. Yeah. Because he's on AA, right? So he's producing 800 extra food and 1,085 industry. Nice. That's very strong. Very strong. AG, terraform arid at AG. Terraform jungles, level 4 modernization at Lyra. Let's see how he's doing. 25 influence production. And there's 2 population there. There's 1 population there. We need to get a lot more coming. That's Ducey, that's Lyra. Yeah, we'll fiddle around with that off camera and get more population headed up here. And it's going to need something in the neighborhood of 50. Something like 50 population total. So it's 50 population, and each population getting an extra +1 because of my... population stat here, right? That +1. So that'd be another 50 influence. And if I build this structure here, it's another 2 per pop. National Museum. Let's take a look at approvals. Do we still have... I think maybe we're done with the bonus from that where are you? There. Okay, Endless Research Park and Endless World. Plus 25 approval for 40 turns. We might be at the end of that bonus. Okay, so we can now do this cartel and the Bourse, which increase. Okay, we have next research is integrated theaters, aerial ground troops. Interesting. So I guess it was converting and then he decided to just pay the influence and just take it. I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there. We'll come back. I don't see where I'm, like my fleet movement, I don't think I'm going to be attacking anything. I'm not under attack or anything like that. So just shuffling the ships around, and I think that's about all we got right now. Moving fleets together over here. I feel like I don't want the Cravers to be able to make a demand on me.
What now?
So
The Hive has little to say.
I'm inclined to declare war before they make a demand. So if, when we click over to next turn, if this influence is still doing that same thing that much, I'm probably going to declare war on the Cravers because I don't want to face a demand. So I think I might do that. So I'm going to kind of put fleets together and get ready for war with Cravers. I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. Yeah, next turn, let's see, I guess 202 will get back together at either the end of 201 or the beginning of 202. And we'll see what's going to happen. We might be kicking off the war, man. Or not. We'll see. It's going to happen soon. So right now I'm going to be building researching these 3 military techs right here. Boom, boom, boom. Get those rocked out. And be ready to start building more military. And I'm going to get all these new techs that we just researched and get that stuff all queued up too. All right, well, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.